also thinking like this. Everyone went to Braj but no one came back. All the demons were thinking what to do. So they told to Kans that if Krishna and Balaram will be in Braj, till that time we cannot kill them. To kill them, you have to arrange that Krishna must come out of Braj. Let's organize event in Mathura. By that, many entertainment will be there. After saying this, Krishna Balaram, we have to bring them out. For this regard, we will bring an elephant. We will ask the elephant to squeeze Krishna under his leg. The Charun Mustik, we have big wrestler. He will kill him. And like this, all his associates told him like this. But the question is coming like this, that Krishna, how will we bring Krishna and Balaram? This is the thing. We need a person who Krishna Balaram trust. So we can tell him, oh, here wrestling is going on, a big WrestleMania kind of thing is happening, and then so to tell them we need one person. Everyone suggested Kans do one thing. In this Braj, in Mathura, Akrur. In reality, this Akrur lives in Mathura, but his heart is always in Vrindavan. For this regard, do one thing. Send to Akrur. But Akrur should not also know that we are planning to kill Krishna and Balaram. Don't tell. But Akrur was minister, right? Akrur found out. Akrur explained. Then Akrur was given news, oh Akrur, you bring him to Krishna and Balaram. Here we will do wrestling, many entertainment will be here. Krishna Balaram will come and participate here for this regard. At that time Akrur was thinking, look, at the time of death, forcefully they entered the snake's hole. Meaning, this is a proverb, like they were calling to their death. For this regard, Akrur was thinking, it's time for Kansa's death. When the sins are full, in this regard, Akrur was thinking, two things will happen. One, I will take darshan of Krishna simultaneously. This will be also done. So, no, it's a good deal. So, Akrur, what did he do? On the day of Ekadashi, on the day of Trayodashi, he travelled. Scriptures it is said, the Trayodashi, travelling on Trayodashi is very auspicious. For this regard, Akrur, he took his chariot and he came here, and he said, Akrur was so much absorbed in the mood by remembering to Krishna and Balaram, and they are thinking about past times. He was driving the chariot. In the way, his chariot even stopped. While this, by evening, he arrived on the Nandgaon. When he came here, Akrur saw all these are the beautiful land which is decorated by the footprints of Krishna and the footprints of cows. Now buildings are here, but at that time of Krishna's manifest pastime, this was very beautiful place. Divine land with friends. For friends, Yogmaya arranged beautiful trees. Friends used to climb on the trees and plays when the cows were doing cow herding, then taking rest. Krishna and Balaram, how beautifully they played with the sakhas. Even in Bhagavad, this explanation is coming. Krishna, when he was tired after doing cow herding, Baladev Prabhu himself, he put Krishna's head on his lap, and he used to give him massage, head massage, these things, Subal, Shridam, Madhumangal, all of them, they were doing they used to put fan on Krishna, and they all used to witness the beautiful pastimes of Krishna. In Srimad Bhagavad, this is explained, especially Srila Sanatana Goswami Pad in Brihad Bhagavatamritam Grantha. That scripture, everything he explained. In the one chapter in Brihad Bhagavatamrita, it's called Rasayan chapter, full of divine Manusanta Dasya Sakya Vatsalya. All the rasas, the essence of all rasas is explained in each slokas, and all slokas are explained on the Madhurya. He spoke Sakya sloka and then does Madhurya for this. For example, this sloka. This is sloka of Sakya Ras, but Sanatana Goswami Pad, he connected this sloka to Sringar Ras. See such beautiful mood. If you read that book, so much blissful. When Gurudev was in Mathura, every day almost he used to recite the slokas from this Rasayan chapter of that book. So in English, that book is also translated. Just the Rasayan chapter is there in English. Santa Dasa Sakya Vatsalya. Everything is there on all those slokas. Bhakti Rasayan. Very beautiful sloka that is. I'm saying this because all these sakhas were like this. I'm saying this for this regard. When Akrur came, he saw very beautiful place with like beautiful manifestation of nature earth and the footprints of Krishna. Just we saw the footprints of Krishna on the stone when Krishna he played the flute. See, even the stone melted, completely melted, just when Krishna he stepped on the flute. And the footprints of cows, now everything is disappearing. Some people are saying we cannot see. So what can I do? Those who are divine transcendental, I'm saying we are seeing stone. We are even doubting that maybe someone has carved this stone with the footprint. They have carved this. Many people ask this question, like we go in Brazil, I go. You can see some things in the stone. Oh, this stone has not come from Brazil. People also carve, you can carve footprints there in the stone. But this Braj is divine transcendental land. This is original. Nobody carved it out. Right? We have to believe what Guru is saying or not. And if those are not able to have this realization, what can I do? At that time, the feet of cows, the feet of calves were so beautiful. All around the place was decorated with their footprints. When Akrur came to ride at this place, his chariot stopped and he took darshan of all his footprints, and he was rolling down on the ground. And he did beautiful Krishna. All these footprints were there. After seeing this, Akrur started to roll on the ground very beautifully. All this explanation is there. In Srimad Bhagavad, Lakshmi, to attain that lotus feet, Braj is a land. Just when you enter Braj, you are taking darshan of lotus feet all around the land. For this regard, this Braj is so glorious. Akrur came. Uddhav, when he came, after seeing these footprints, he glorified so much. And in Nandagaon, he came, and then understand. And everyone is here now. We look Kirtan, Katha. Later also Vaishnavas were very nice. See, footprints of God. If you remember to this, all kinds of anarthas will be destroyed. Vishwanath Chakravartipad, upon this Charan Chinna footprints, he gives so much beautiful. He gave an explanation with the mood of opulence and he gave with the mood of rasa. Madhurya, sweetness. Vaishnavas will explain nicely, very beautifully, just one. With the flag symbol, chakra symbol in the footprints. One is more explanation as per the mood of opulence, and one is the explanation with the mood of sweetness. Very beautiful kathas these are. Krishna's footprints are so beautiful. How many symbols are there on the feet of Krishna? 19. In different Puranas, different explanations in Matsya Puran and other Puranas, another explanation is coming. In Srimad Bhagavad, other explanations are coming. So depending on the qualification, people understand scripture. So these footprints, what are in the footprints? It has a chakra. If you remember to chakra, what happens? All your material attachments cycle, it will be dead, it will die. That was Mamattam Shloka Janashtakam, like Vitras was saying. Sansara Chakra Brahmate Sakam Bhi Tanmaya Atmadara Resu Asakta Chittasa Nanata Bhuvat. See, Vitrasur is saying in his last sloka, he is praying. He's explained everything. At the end, these 4 shlokas, he is saying, Prabhu, in my past lives, because of those karmas of my past lives, I have been wandering in the cycle of birth and death. Maybe I go again, no problem. I can be in this cycle of birth and death, but just in your lotus feet, I have only one request. My mother, father, family, children, everyone, I stay with them, no problem. But may I never be attached to anyone. No attachment with anyone. If I have attachment, that attachment should be only towards your beloved. God is saying, you have attachment to me? No, you are the object of divine love. You do, no one knows whatever you do. For this regard, we should have attachment towards the shelter of divine love, the beloved of Krishna, the beloved of Srimati Radhika. Adi Siddha Sadhu Sangat Bhajan Kriya, Anatrit Nishta Ruchi Bhav, Asakti. In Asakti Dasha, there are two things. One is Ruchi in Bhajan and Asakti. This you have to understand very, very clearly. We are sadhak, we are very, very hard to attain the stage of bhav. If you attain the stage of bhav, then you will die. Who wants to die? You want to die? No. You attain bhav, then you will leave this body, because this body won't be able to tolerate the presence of that mood. In the first stage of bhav, this body will dead. You can attain one life, target the stage of asakti, because in scriptures it is said, Saddha Sadhu Sangha Bhajan Kriya Anartha Nishta Ruchi Asakti. This is called sadhan bhakti. This is all in the sadhan process. First you have to enter sadhana bhakti. Then after this, prati bhav, that is separate classification for this regard. And then prema bhakti. Prema cannot tolerate this body. This body cannot tolerate prema. For this regard, we are saying in asakti dasha two things are happening. One is bhajan. There is ruchi towards bhajan, and whatever is connected to bhajan, we have attachment towards it. For this regard, whatever is connected to bhajan, we will have attachment towards that automatically. For this regard, Gurudev used to say, who will be first? Guru Vaishnava, we should have attachment towards Guru Vaishnava, right? If we don't have towards Guru Vaishnava, how will we develop towards God? Sadguru, what are they doing? They collect everything that belongs to disciple, and they put it in the God Seva. Sadgurus don't put in their pockets. Like you give me 10 rupees, for example, I put in my pocket. But what will I do with this money? See, oh, no one gave a big note today. They just brought 20 rupees, 10 rupees. No one gave a big note today. I am not lying. Anyways, just I remember, if someone gives, I quickly put in service of God. What will I do with money? All my pockets are empty. Just when I came, on my table these notes were there, so I picked up. I will give to some Brajvasis donations where I go. So I picked it up. Madhvana Maharaj is saying, why are you not giving? Why are you not giving? Everybody take out money, everybody. Empty your wallets as soon as possible. Madhvana Maharaj is saying. Gurudev is saying, listen to Harikatha. Oh, hey, don't give now. Don't give now. Listen to Harikatha. अरे तो भर दिया Padana Maharaj is saying, even if you give 1 million rupees, even that is less for one Maharaj. No, 5 crore. 6 crore rupees we need for Govardhan temple. Okay, after 12 years we'll make temple, no problem. In 1 year, no possible to collect so much donation. Slowly we'll make, no problem. Good or not? I am not lying. Each drop counts and then it makes an ocean, right? In 10-20 rupees you will make temple, Padmanabh Maharaj is saying. In 10-20 rupees. Listen to Harikatha, Gurudev is saying. For this regard, Asakti should be towards whom? Guru and Vaishnavas. If there is no Asakti in Katha, and how will you develop attachment towards God? So your material life should be destroyed. It will end if you take darshan of these footprints. Later Katha will explain. Later we have come to Charan Pahadi. Later we will explain by Maharaj, one after Kirtans.